Hi, it's Tara Green, and it's December the 10th already. Okay, so there's been a lot happening. Meteorites going by. I'm in Toronto, Canada. There's been 2 this week, and then suddenly a great big solar flare came out of CME, coronal mass ejection from the sun. We've had a couple of these in the last few weeks after the sun's been very quiet. It is apparently still at what they call solar minimum, where there's not much sunspot activity, but there's a big one today. So if you start feeling headachy, tired, kind of vertigo, those are all signs of your body responding to the electromagnetic frequencies from the poles being disturbed by these incoming coronal mass ejections, right? Which are, again, disturb the flux and flow of the earth, and we are part of the earth. So a lot of people are calling this ascension symptoms. We are always being bombarded by radiation from the sun, but this changes it. So it's kind of like what happens during a solar eclipse. So interesting to have this happen just days before the solar eclipse. I'm going to do a long video about that as well. So here's what's happening today. Now, the interesting thing today is this is a rare last Libra moon squaring Pluto, Jupiter, and especially Saturn. The Libra moon, this is the last time for the Libra moon to square Saturn in 29 years. So for all of you Libras who've been going through hell, being squared by Saturn every month for the last 2.5 years, this is it. Okay, you've passed the test. Saturn always tests you. So look at how busy that Libra moon is today, as is Libra's nature. So socializing with all the planets there. Moon in conjunct Neptune and Pisces in the wee hours. This is the lighter is in Eastern Standard Time, so you may be feeling dreamy or trying to tune in and feeling kind of like it's like you're in between channels, or it could be good in your dreams, although you might be feeling a little bit frustrated because you're looking for your dream person, object, guru, spiritual source, and maybe feel like you keep getting lost and can't see it. The moon sextiles the sun in Sag, and so that's a nice upbeat energy. They're supportive of each other. They're having a good time. The moon in Libra opposes Mars in Aries now. Mars is in its ruling sign opposite Libra. There can be sparks flying. There can be anger. There can be frustration, impatience. Let's get on with it already. Libra's just trying to hold the peace, and the balance. There's been a lot of families fighting and people at odds with each other, and there's Libra trying to be the go-between, the ambassador and whatnot. But the really beautiful aspect of today, there is a couple of them with the planets, and that is Venus in Scorpio, where she's at her scorching Scorpio, sexy, most intense, obsessive, tantric, depths. Let's put it that way. She's going right to the 200% death and rebirth show there. Sextiling Pluto, which rules Scorpio in modern astrology, Pluto in Capricorn. So again, this is a very hot, deep, it's like a volcanic explosion. Scorpio is water, so it's very deep water, but I always think of the spark of the fire, the passion of Scorpio. So this one, you can direct this energy. It's good to use your X-ray vision to see right through things, try to see what's going on below the surface. I'm getting reports from a lot of psychics that they say they're blocked, which is very interesting to me because I feel like there is something going on, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Okay, Moon in Libra, again, you can see it there, squaring Pluto first, squaring Jupiter, and then squaring Saturn last. 7:56 p.m. That's Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow, and then the moon is void, of course, which means it's made its last aspect to the major planets. And then, are you ready for the most intense lunation of the month? The moon enters Scorpio there at 8:59, so it's a very short, only about 1 hour void, of course, moon tomorrow. And then we're in Scorpio season for the next few days, and then we're getting ready to go into Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius only total solar eclipse on Monday. The sun does trine Mars in Aries late at night. That's 10:01 p.m. That's Pacific Daylight Time, and of course that's on the 11th, the next day. But that's a nice, fiery, inspired, optimistic, get some humor, see the long distance, project, intend, lighten up. What's the meaning for this? What's the higher purpose for all this angst and death and rebirth and trials and political control things and fake news. What is that? You have to ask for yourself. 2021 reduces to the number 5, and the number 5 in the tarot is called the Hierophant traditionally, or the High Priest, or the Pope. And so it is a symbol of everybody being their own high priest, everybody being their own pope, everybody having their own sense of connection to the divine within themselves and their body. It's a Taurus energy. It's very embodied. It's sensuous. It's about listening to your gut instincts. It's about being strong and stable and really enjoying being in the earth plane. So really, if you want to manifest 5D, you have to be very embodied. You have to bring all that energy in to Taurus, Venus ruled Taurus, number 5, okay? So also I have one of my big amethysts there, kind of sitting here during this reading, tuning in the energy as well. Work with the stone approach, that works with where the moon is, and, oops, sorry about that. And then definitely we need to get ready for, next week is the big change week, so this is kind of like the lull for the big wave, the big tsunami storm, the big changes coming next week. Saturn is at the 29th most critical degree. So things are feeling pretty heavy. I can definitely feel that crunch, okay? So the 14th, 23 degrees, 23 Skidoo, 23 degrees is the Earth's axis, total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, very close to the galactic center. We are definitely going galactic. I'm feeling that. And I've been calling in for the Galactic Federation to come in and show up here and, really make it clear to me what's going on. So I'm sending you all the best blessings. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarottarot.com. Please subscribe to me here on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I write on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. Best of blessings for you.